We in the building. La 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 means I love you, baby. Real salute, Miss Ryder. Good morning, gang. Good money, gang. That part. We live. Lenny live, son. We live on YouTube. Come on over. You better take the whole jar of Seymour. That part. King BK 718. Come on over. Peggy Reek tapped in. Numero uno in the building. You feel me? What's goody like the mob, Peggy Reek? Let me pin this joint here. Pin the message. As you come through the door, my lovely co-host will be here. Un momento, por favor. As you come through the door, hit that thumbs up for your boy. You hear me? I don't know how I sound on y'all in. I feel like I'm getting my little Barry White on. I'm a little nasally, little head-coded. Pause. You know what I'm talking about? So, but I still got to make it do what it do because the party don't stop for nothing. Spice in the building. No, Tay-Tay not. Tay-Tay ain't all right unless you get her on over here to YouTube. At work with it, listen, I know that's right. You got to get to that bag, that coinage, that fundage. Let's have at it. Lord, Paul Kearney said, I got that Bovid, so I understand. Damn it. Listen, take your time, young man. Don't let that COVID get you gone. You feel me? There she go. There she go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, gang. Good morning.
Morning, gang. What's goody like the mob?
How are you, co-host?
Man, I'm good. Little nasally, little
I'm great.
Stuffed up. But nothing stops.
That's
everything
okay.
goes
You
in
go
perpetual
push
mode.
through.
Got
Yes,
to.
seriously. Sorry, I'm late. Come on in. Good morning, gang. Good morning.
In the building. Salute.
Chyna.
As y'all come in, hit them thumbs up like it ain't nothing.
Good morning.
Come on over to YouTube. Blessed beyond measure. Come on over to YouTube. Rough Rider Shabazz Peace. Come on over to YouTube. Chocolate Bunny. Listen. How you feeling this morning? Be live. How you feeling?
I feel great. I'm alive. You know, that's really starting to become a thing. Actually being alive. You know, just getting ready for this hump day and just want to touch base with you. You know, let everybody know today's gonna be a short day for me, but my co-host is gonna hold me all the way down.
All the way
because
down.
What we do. We take care of one another. So, you know, we just want y'all to come in the room. Make sure those likes are up. Make sure those thumbs are up, y'all. Say good morning. How are you, co-host? How are you?
Man, I'm lovely. I'm lovely. Blessed. Can't complain about Nathan. Even through all the situations in hating, I got to keep it positive vibes, only keep it pushing, keep a smile on my face because you never know what it might do for somebody.
That's right. And let them hate. I love it. If you even have me in your mouth, it must mean I'm doing something right.
And I love it. I love it. Some of it makes me smile because it's like, really? Y'all woke up thinking about this, or y'all went to bed thinking about this. Have at it. But guess what?
Right.
All this, and really, I'm not speaking of nothing fresh or new. I'm just saying, everything is good. Everything is well. We here. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's the turn up situation. You know what I'm saying? We got topics to talk about. We got things to get into. If people got questions, we got that good old what? That Ask GMG segmente. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to get at it. And you know, it's crazy because I'm going to be left to tend to some of these questions by my damn self. So you know they're going to go in probably on your boy. But it's all right.
You got this. I'm break fast root. What are you going to break root fasting? I gotta be out in a minute.
What
But
the
that's
fig it
okay. I
is
know
she?
you totally got this.
That's
It's an
it.
expression. I'm not getting it right. It's like
I
Project
don't know
Twin.
what you
It's a
talking, but you
thing.
talking. Look, God's gift. YouTube. That part. Big Fish Speaks.
You know.
Get on over to ABM. Simply Nay. Still doing music. Lee Wilson. Oh,
Come
Money Bag.
on in.
DJ
Come on
Red. Come on
in.
over.
Make sure we got those thumbs up. Make sure
Tracy
that we
Sexy
are
Move,
loving the
aka Tracy
room.
in the place to be. Hey, hey.
Hey
Oh,
Des.
we know what
Hey
the
the real pack you are. Reek. Hey
hold on, hold on,
Paul.
hold on. Hold on. Des, stop your bullshiggery early on a Wednesday morning. It is hump day, but we ain't with that.
No. No.
Yeah, I
No, no
don't know what you talking.
bullshiggery. Good morning,
Shout
Tracy T. We see you. We see you.
Keisha Hall could have herself a ball if her assets already know that. It's in the building. Hey, hey.
Okay, Keisha. Good morning, good morning, good morning, gang.
Canary
Good
Gang in the building.
morning.
Salute.
Keep coming on in. Make sure you are sharing the live, guys. Make sure you have those thumbs up, guys. Make sure you are supporting me and my co-host. We love y'all. It's a hump
Heavily,
day.
heavily. Share with 1 to 7 people. I say 7. I could say more, but I guess it's something about that number 7 that just means a lot
It
to me.
works.
So y'all
Okay.
sharing with 1 to 7 people. We don't want you to kill your whole friend list, your whole phone list, your whole IG list. We just want 1 to 7 of your friends to come on in, tap in, and to like
Share
what
this
you
good
like.
vibe.
That
Exactly.
part right
Share this
there.
good vibe. And love on us the way we loving on you guys.
That part.
Because that's
That
what we going to
part.
be doing. So, you know,
RW, good morning. Good
morning,
morning, gang.
RW. Good morning, gang.
Not the hello. Not the hello.
Miss Miss Certifiable 7919.
Where you see that? Oh,
Okay, good
hey.
morning.
Ned Chrome, what's going on? Who is he? Giving thee, real is he? What's going on? Certifiable.
Okay.
Who's certifiable?
That's what it feels like today, Phil. You know, like people are straight up just certifiable. And because I can't even be here that long, guys, my co-host is gonna hold me all the way down, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start this hump day replay. Thanks to everybody who's in the room. Make sure you
In the
got those
building.
thumbs up, guys.
UPC
Um,
Raven. Really like the
you
bomb.
know,
Stick it low.
kind of just rewinding news. As everybody knows, you know, just this Monday there was a school shooting, another school shooting in Tennessee, Nashville,
Man.
Tennessee. And I'm just kind of like devastated because so I remember when Sandy Hook happened up in Connecticut, which was one of the first school shootings. And you know, at the time my son lived one town over, and I remember being in Vegas and I was getting a mani and a pedi and the news came up. And I was just like, wow, like that seems pretty close to where my son goes to school. So I called his dad, and his dad is a social worker. So he was on site as part of the crisis team.
Oh,
So I
wow.
can't get in touch with the dad. I can't. My son is maybe 8 or 9. So I can't. Back then he didn't have a cell phone, so I can't get in touch with my son. I am freaking out, and I'm just like, you know, as a parent, that is like one of the scariest things in the world. It gotta be. So last week, one of my coworkers was, you know, I heard her say something about there's a shooter in my son's school. And I'm like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what's going on? And it turns out that there was a guy who was robbing the store, I think, across the street. And he was running from the cops and tried to get into the school, her son's school. They put the school in a lockdown. And for like 45 minutes, she didn't know, like, and how she found out is that her son asked his schoolmate, because the school didn't notify her. No, the news wasn't talking about it. Her schoolmate sent the mom a text and was saying that they're locked down. She sent pictures of the teachers crouched down behind the door. Like, it was just terrifying. Luckily, nothing came out of it. And then here we go Monday with this whole school shooting situation. And I just said, yo, what the hell, what in the figgity, as Phil would say, is happening? What is going on, Phil? Talk to
Man.
me.
Yeah, talk to me. Man, listen, we live in some very chaotic and unsure times. A lot of people are one living with certain things, illnesses, um, sadnesses, depressions. We live in a desensitized um, society, especially with social media always showing fights and shootings and death and all kinds of things that desensitizes us. A lot of us, not all of us, and
Right.
some of the things that we entertain and watch, movies, video games, etc., music at times, different things opened us up to different spirits that we should not be entertaining, and pushes people further down a path that they've been on, whether it because of a mental illness, whether because of personal afflictions, whatever the case may be. And it's sad. It's sad. We get enough talk, enough um, information about deaths, shootings, killings, that when it comes down to being children, being at the places of education, especially elementary school, middle school, even high school, is kind of disheartening, because it's like, okay, why the kids? Why go after children?
Right.
I mean, why go after anybody? Period. I'm not
Right.
condoning it for anybody, but children.
Right.
Children are the innocent ones. Children are the ones that should not be touched with, tampered with, bothered in any way, shape, or form or fashion. There's and if you're on a suicide mission, just go kill yourself. Pause. I
Right.
hate to say that. I hope I don't get flagged by saying that. But if that's what you on and you don't want help, there's those that want to that are crying out for help, but it's those that are on a mission to end it all. Why the kids, man? Why the kids? Leave them kids be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As a father, it's like, it's crazy. It's like that's if I fear anything, is something happened to my kids. Other than that, I could, but
Everything else is
it's,
exactly.
it's like, man, where do we go here?
I think there's an angle though that we're not really talking about. We've talked about the mental illness thing. They
Mhm.
really have been driving home the whole transgender thing, which is
Mhm.
a whole nother angle, when we talk about that. I think the angle that nobody's talking about, which is something that's still prevalent today, and I know I've been in a situation, is the bullying thing. Like, it's funny because we don't talk about bullying enough. We're not really doing anything about bullying. I remember my daughter getting a call from school, and getting called in, and I'm thinking my daughter's getting bullied. No, my daughter was the bully. And I had to manage that part of it. Like, hold on, you don't get to treat somebody else less than because you feel like you can. You don't get to mistreat people because you are more popular. You don't get to talk down on them about what they have on. You don't have that right. And so because of that, because of the fact that we're not dealing with the bullying aspect, that is what's triggering the mental illness. And then it asks the question, are we in tune with our kids anymore? Tend to your point on social media, on
Mhm.
their phones, in the room.
Mhm.
They don't even have dinner. I remember when we used to sit down and have dinner at the table. Now they grabbing their food, going into their corner with their phone, talking to their friends. What are we as parents doing? And I'm not, listen, I understand that there are situations that are out of our control. I know that there are parents who are doing their very best. And I know that there are parents who, despite how engaged they are in their kids' life, their kids still act wild. But I'm saying, I'm calling into accountability right now to parents who, are we engaged? Are we paying attention? Do we even know when our kids are getting bullied? Or is it a situation that they killing themselves and now it's like, okay, I just found out what happened, or my kid was getting bullied. And what do you do about it? Let's talk about that, Phil.
I got a different
How do
feeling.
you handle it?
I
Okay.
got a different feeling and thought on that, because I'm like, okay, even if you're getting bullied, grab a rock or something. See, certain things I want to say that I can't say,
Right.
but you being bullied doesn't mean that you take it out on the whole school. It doesn't mean that you take it out on any and everybody. If you're being bullied, there's ways to handle that. And then I But I'll leave that alone. To discuss what you were saying, we definitely have to be the first line of defense and the last line of defense when it comes to our children.
Right.
We as parents are responsible for their upbringing, their mental health to the best of our abilities,
Right.
And if we can't handle, control, or be of good influence, find help for them. We're responsible for all that.
Right.
Um, to turn a blind eye and let the streets raise your kids, to let this thing we call the internet raise your kids is crazy.
Right.
Crazy, because they're going to go off into this world, leave your house disillusioned that the big body girls, and I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a certain type of woman is the way that they have to be, not a choice, but have to be liked, loved. For the fellas, that they have to look a certain way or act a certain way to order to fit in. Um, More so than just the peer pressure that normal life actually exudes and pushes on our children as is. And
Right.
if we allow our kids to be raised by what they see as opposed to seeing in home amongst us, I don't care if you have a so-called broken home and there's just one parent in the home, you are still tasked with raising your children and
Yep.
getting them, having them prepared as best as possible for what they are to experience in this world so that they can make better decisions. We all human, we all fall short, children even more than adults most times.
Right.
Um, but we have to prepare our children for what's out there so that when they walk out there, hopefully what you've taught them will come to mind and help them in a situation. And when it comes to bullying, nobody likes a bully and nobody wants to be bullied. But taking it out on the whole school and every child in that school, mentally as well as physically, is no excuse. None.
Yeah. Those children can
Blue.
get their lives back because of a piece of trash and all the damage that they will do to them. Will never get over that. I mean, it's just the trauma that's being handed down.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? It's just trauma that's being handed down. Some parents don't even know how to be parents. And in that, to your point, we're losing value. Like, we are starting to lose our values. Trina, I try to keep some of my old school values within my home. Also, the conversation with yes, being open, but we have lost our value. We are allowing social media to raise our kids. We are allowing their social circle to raise our kids, and because of that, we have a loss. And I agree, Afro Latina parents need to have active listening ears without judgment for their children, and also observe their children with their actions and their language. We need to be on top of what's going on with our kids. We need to be pulling them off the ledge and saying, hey, something's not right. What's going on with you, son? I have a son who suffers from mental illness. He's in his 30s. He will never be independent. I will always have to be there to make sure that he's taking his medication. And, people just want to be like, and I've dealt with it, because that's another thing that nobody talks about, the lack of resources.
Mm.
They do not want to help these people. People are in caregiving positions and they don't care anything about the people who are there to care for. It's literally a job. And because of that, I've been in situations where people will tell me, oh, well, he has to take his medication.
I
He's
believe.
mentally ill. If he is unable, he's not even able to really function as a person. So if I'm not here to help him, who's going to help him? And even to take it a step further, my care for my son as a mother, but also as a human being, because I don't want him to go out and hurt anybody else or himself. And again, we are not staying on top of this responsibility. And I know for people who do have kids that go to school, I have kids, a granddaughter who's in school. I wouldn't ever want to be in that situation. And I just, we had to talk about it today, because at the end of the day, there's so much more to dig down into. And I know it's a hump day, and this is the hump day replay, guys. Every Wednesday we talking about the school shooting. Why? Because some of us right now have a kid in crisis or know somebody in crisis, and sometimes we fall back from it because, well, I don't really know what to say, or I don't really know what to do. Start with talking to a doctor. Start with trying to figure out the next steps. Because guess what? We do not want this to be anybody that we know. That's the love that we have for y'all. That's why we're talking about it, because we can. We want to
That
feel
part.
good, but we also want to make sure that you guys are taken care of and we're taken care of, because that's what this is about. Life is too good.
Sorry about that.
So, you know, I want to dig down a little bit into this whole transgender thing, because, I don't want to get flagged, and I definitely don't want the show to get flagged. I have my feelings. I believe in let everybody live, let everybody be who they are. But I don't understand how somebody who says they want to be a woman is nurturing. A woman is loving. A woman wants to protect kids. So the fact that you want to be a woman so bad, but you take yourself into a school with assault rifles, two, and a handgun to go kill kids, and had a whole plan to go to another location. I'm sorry, sir. You are not a woman. And you do not have the things that women have. I'm not saying there's not bad women out there or sick women out there, but I'm saying that women, as a woman, we are born to nurture and to love. So I'm really trying to figure out why you want to be a woman so bad on the outside, but your insides ain't aligned. Do you think this transgender, do you think this male female thing had anything to do with it, Phil?
No, I don't. I think more of a mental illness has something to do with it, because anybody that, no matter what it is you're going through, decides to entertain thoughts of doing something this heinous has to be off their rocker.
Right.
Um, they, let's be clear. More men than women act out this way, or so-called men. Let me say that more men than women act out this way when it comes to doing mass shootings, mass crime, mass whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but beyond the external hoopla, um, it starts from in here, and what we entertain, what we allow to entertain, what's going on here that has us entertaining certain thoughts, certain energies, and let's be clear, evilness of what was done, because that's evil. It's evil, no matter how you want to spin it, no matter how you want to look around it. Okay, trans this, uh video game that, this and the third. A person that entertains doing something and actually go ahead and pulls something like this off is evil.
Yeah.
And they're off. And there are signs normally that the parents should have honed in on, and or administration, whether it been from the bullying aspect, et cetera, especially with so many cameras in buildings now. They need to have people that monitor cameras that can pick up on certain things that they see on cameras other than an actual physical fight, or, you know what I'm saying, to alert counseling, to alert, staff to something's going on with this child. Pay a little bit extra attention, or keep your eye out, whatever the case may be. But to to say that the external part of it is a major factor, not in this situation, because it would have been different if it was just a man or just a woman naturally born that did it. No, it'd just be just as evil, be just as despicable, and and still my answer will be the same, that it's evil, and mentally something needs to be done. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, then now it takes me to my next point of the biggest issue that I'm finding that really, again, nobody's addressing. How the hell is this person even? How are you even able to go get assault rifles, and why?
Yeah.
Why is it such a huge battle? Because I understand that people want to be able to defend themselves, and I understand that people want to be able to carry their guns. It's their right as a Second Amendment. I don't understand why they need to carry assault rifles. I don't understand why they are still able, after everything that's been going on with these school shootings, to go in, buy a gun without any kind of checks, and walk away and walk into a school and attempt to hurt our kids. How much of the government do you think should play in this? Like, Is this a Biden needs to pass some kind of something executive order?
Was that question for me or rhetorical?
Yes. Nope. Nope.
I,
It's for you.
I feel
What
as
are your
though
thoughts on it?
I feel as though as long as the military is as open as it is, as long as the police force have guns, there will always be guns. And I've said this before: guns in our streets, in our neighborhoods. Um, you have a good old boy mentality and way of living that promotes hunting and certain other things that include guns or whatever. And so people feel because of the Constitution, they have a right to bear arms, they have a right to own arms, or whatever the case may be. But which I believe to be true, but there's no responsibility, there's no keeping your guns locked up, being safe. There's no teaching your kids properly how to handle guns. You have parents that will buy kids guns as presents because
Right.
they go hunting together, but they don't teach them the psychology of a gun is a last resort for anything. Violence is the last resort for anything. Um, that you ought to respect life, respect people, respect yourself. And they leave that part off the table and they, here, have at it. Here's your present. You got a nice rifle, machine gun,
Right.
handgun, my son, my daughter, my da 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 da. And unfortunately, this happens mostly in a certain race of people, mostly,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the buying the guns for. Um, but as long as our society is the way it is, that our country, um, I don't know, the way our country is set up, it just breeds for a lot of things like this to happen. One, because we don't handle the issues we need to talk about: race, class, economics, as far as getting those things right, because those things help to bore more of the bullshittery. To deal with mental illnesses and issues at a greater scale because of different things they allow to be in the foods and the things that we consume, either does something partially to our minds or gets transferred down the DNA to our offspring, to our sons and our daughters, et cetera, et cetera. And until certain things like those are addressed, we're gonna continue to have to deal with this bullshittery on and on and on.
Do,
Unfortunately.
do you think the president? Do you think it's a political thing that needs to be enforced? Because it kind of feels like they're sitting back saying we should be doing this, but nothing is being done. And it's like we're leaving it in the hands of the people that we elect, and some of us are not our choice.
I believe, yeah, this definitely should be legislation. Will it be legislation? No, because you know why? People in the House, people in the Senate, maybe even the president himself, their pockets are padded by a lot of these manufacturing companies that manufacture these guns
Right.
to keep them on the market, because there's a lot of money involved. Just like Big Pharma, there's a lot of money involved. That's why things don't change the way that they should when it comes to trying to make a difference in people's lives. That's why they keep the classes where they are, the poor, the middle, the rich, or whatever. That's why they keep it that way, because a lot of these things can be changed just like that, with a tweaking of little things, starting with legislation, starting with laws being passed, amendments being passed. But they won't do it because, one, that's taking dollars out of their pocket under the table.
Right.
Two, it changes the dynamics of a lot of things. And for them, a lot of things are just casualties of war, acceptable losses.
Right.
Yeah, they have to make a public face. Oh, it's a tragedy, and we have to do something about it. But think about how many of these shootings done happen, and what have they really done? What
Right.
have they really done throughout these years? Not a
Nothing.
god darn thing.
There have been 100 mass shootings in 2023 alone. We are turning the corner on April, and in 3 months, we've had over 100 mass shootings in this country. I mean, if that doesn't scream that something needs to be done, I really don't know what to do. But I'm hoping that this conversation and us opening it up to you guys is, again, making not only you aware. Go home and make sure you hug your babies today. Like, it's that real. You're not sending them off to war in Iraq. You're literally sending them off to war at school. And it is that real. So, as I mentioned earlier, thanks to everybody who is in the room. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure we get those
Good
likes
morning.
up, guys. Good morning, gang. Of course, it's political, which I'm gonna run through a
I'm
few more
sorry. My
comments.
bad. My bad. Go ahead. I took a
Oh,
bit.
okay. Um, of course, it's political, which is why the regulation to ban assault weapons cannot move forward. Biden cannot do this alone. We're talking right wing conservative members of the NRA. Yes, exactly. Good morning. Um, so um I actually have to exit out left early, y'all, and my co-host is gonna hold me down. I'm gonna be in the chat with y'all today. Um, but I did, and I'm a little before this because I really do have to drop off within the next few minutes. But I wanted to get some advice on, or actually give some advice on something that was asked from me, and I want to get Phil's take on it, and I want to get y'all take on it before I roll out of here. So, ask good morning, gang. You ready, Phil?
I don't know. Am I? Am I?
So recently I had a friend approach me because she was asking me, she thinks that, I'm really good at being able to speak to people in a way where they listen and they don't feel offended. And basically the gist of it is that she has a friend who is a beautiful spirit and a beautiful person, but the outside, I clearly she struggles with her outside. What I mean by that is she has the lashes, but they're not even like fluffy lashes, they're like stiff lashes, so they don't even look good, you know what I mean. Then she got the gray contact lenses in, she got the just her whole overall look is a struggle. And she's like, I feel bad because she's such a beautiful person. But at the same time, how do you approach the fact that she could do things a little bit better when it comes to her appearance? And I'm like, well, maybe those are the things that makes her feel pretty. And if that's what makes her feel pretty, you got to rock out. But on the other hand, I understand what she's saying, because if I see something about my friend that I know ain't right, or it doesn't make you look good, or it doesn't put you in a positive light, is it my job to say something to you about it? Whether it's your appearance, whether it's the way that you behave, whether it's the way that you speak or interact, is it my job to say or do anything about it? Or do I just let you go out there looking crazy because this is, you saw what you looked like in the mirror before you left? Like, it's not okay. So that's the question of the day. That's the good morning gang question. For me, I have said this before, my friendships are so valuable to me. And I always try to find a way in delivering a message in love, whatever that message is, whether it's, hey, Phil, and I'm not saying you per se, but I'm just saying whatever the conversation is, it's,
Trying to say
I think, I think,
my lashes
you
ain't
could,
on fleek.
yeah. You hanging a little left there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hanging a little left there, sis, or whatever it is. But always be ready for the response too, because people don't always take that kind of feedback in any way that you put it. So if I have a friend and I feel like they're not putting their best foot forward, I will for sure try to have the conversation with them. But on the other side, sometimes you just gotta, that's your friend, and roll them. Even if it don't look attractive to you, if it looks attractive to them, let them do them. That's my 2 cents. Phil, good morning, gang. Look at that.
Listen, I'll say this, right? I'll say this. If you are a friend to
Well,
somebody and they consider you their friend and vice versa, you should be able to talk to them and let them know when they're not quite right, or something's not right, or shirt tail is hanging out wrong, eyelashes hanging off, uh, something ain't. You should be able to talk to them and let them know, hey girl, hey homie, and they should be able to receive it and not think that it's jealousy, hate, or envy, but that they want to make sure that you're in a good light or whatever. It is a sensitive area for some people because some people's self-esteem is very low. Some people's self-love is very low. They don't know their worth, so they don't have that self-worth component about themselves, and that's a reason, not all reasons. So ladies, don't get at me. A reason why some women overdo it with the makeup, overdo it with the lashes, overdo it with the weaves, overdo it with their outfits, overdo it with a lot of things
Right.
because they're seeking either love, attention, acceptance, or an affirmation from the world abroad, whether it be from a man or woman, from society, period. And but as a friendship be like, hold up. And it don't just have to be external things. It could be how they're carrying themselves.
Yep.
Your energy is off the day, sis. Your energy is off the day, bro. What's going on?
Yes.
You good? What's
Yes.
popping? Why
Yes.
you snapping on everybody? That ain't you. You ain't supposed to. As friends, how many of us have them? That's why you should
Yeah.
not be so loose with the term friend, because a friend should be able to tell you about yourself in love. And even if you
Yes.
don't like it, you receive it and respect it because you know where it's coming from and you know they got your
Exactly.
best interest at heart, and vice versa. But in
Yes.
this world of society, what I say matters. And that's it. That's it. If I want to have eyelashes that's bigger than this brim right here, I'ma do it. I'ma do it. I don't care who like it. It's the bullshittery. Like, don't nobody look good that good with no eyelashes that come out way past about 6 inches off your face, 4 inches off your face. That don't look good. Your eyelids, you gonna have bedroom eyes by the time you 30, young girl, because your eyes is weighed down by them heavy eyelashes. They look like peacock feathers, like because they so damn long. What the
Oh
hell?
my God.
You're supposed to want
Oh
to
my
accentuate. You're
God.
supposed to want to accentuate, not just like who
Right.
is the best.
Over exaggerate. Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to
You want a mask?
exaggerate.
Go get you a cultural mask and put one on.
Seriously. Well, I'm going to, before I had left, thank you for that advice. Thank you. I'm going to join you guys in the chat while my co-host holds me down. But I did want to add, for those who don't know, those eyelashes were created by a French prostitute so that she could catch what was being thrown at her. That's what those were for. So I know people don't know that, but that's a fun fact. That's
Whoa.
a fun
You said to catch what's been thrown? Damn
was
it.
coming her
Pause.
way.
Damn it.
She had to catch what was coming her way.
Pause.
On
And pun intended, I guess. Be love.
Friday morning, make sure you
Damn it. Listen. we got to come together as a community and help Be Love with that Boost mobile activity she got for Wi-Fi. You hear me? But listen, if y'all want to chime in on that question, have at it. The link is pinned to the top. I would love to hear from you. You either click on that link, it should bring you on over. If not, you copy and paste that link into your browser. You come talk to me. That's one of the questions of the day. But if you have any other questions, have at it too. We can talk about whatever. But you know what? You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Miss Angela White. Ain't that her name? Is it Angela? Angelia? Miss White. We share the same last name, but we don't share a lot of the bullshittery she been through. But y'all know her. Y'all better know her as Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna has been in the news a lot lately, in the blogs, in the vlogs, on this internet street a lot lately for taking back some of the extra additives. Hold on. Speaking of what B-Love was just talking about the lashes and other things and overdoing it, she has been one that had lip fillers, cheek fillers, ass fillers, and things. And she got a lot of them things removed. And let me say this. She looks very good, might I say, without all that. Without her lips looking like somebody boop up hit her in her mouth. And she looks very good without it, don't she? Don't she? Almighty KM, I'm not slandering her. I'm actually bigging her up for her choices. She says that she's got made a personal choice to have a stronger spiritual connection with God or whatever the case may be. And she felt as though, I guess, the personification of what she had been given off has been wrong, and also worried about her own personal health, that she felt as though it was time to remove the fillers and things that she got added to her to make her look a certain way. And the pictures I've seen of her after after getting them removed, she looks wonderful. She looks wonderful, which goes back to the comment I made to the question of the day. Some of y'all look beautiful as is. Some of y'all look gorgeous as is. No matter how big you are, how small, how thin, how fat, light, dark, whatever. Some of y'all are really, most of y'all, I ain't gonna say some of y'all, most of y'all are gorgeous as is. You all have to recognize that in yourself, though. Ladies and gentlemen, but I'm talking to the ladies at the moment. You all have to recognize that in and of yourself. I can't do it for you. Your sister, your brother, your lover, your other, your mother, they can't do that for you. You have to see it for yourself. You have to see that beauty that's in you and on you for yourself every morning when you get up in that mirror. Now, if you choose to enhance whatever, okay, so be it. But don't make it so that you're hiding the fear, hiding the disgust, hiding the lack of self-worth. Don't do that. You're doing yourself a great disservice. And Miss Angela White, Miss Blac Chyna, I applaud that. I applaud you for getting back to you and centering yourself. Because the reason why I'm touching on this, because women like Blac Chyna are of a heavy influence to a lot of our young girls and young women at that. And for her to make this personal choice and make it a public journey speaks volumes. And hopefully it will reach and touch home to a lot of young girls and a lot of young women that think that you have to do all these extras in order to be beautiful, in order to be able to gain attention. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that she's making certain personal changes to garner that, not just externally, but internally, speaks volumes. So no, Almighty KM, is no Blac Chyna slander. I'm actually giving flowers. I'm giving flowers. You hear me? She turned into a transformer. Yeah, she was looking kind of crazy for a while. The lips was like this big. Hi, lady that got up at like that. To me, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I seen a picture of her post the lip fillers removed and all that. The girl look good. The girl look good. She don't need none of that. Listen, neither do a lot of y'all ladies. Most of y'all ladies, matter of fact, all of y'all ladies, love yourself. Fellas, love you as you are. You hear me? Love you as you are. That part. Some of them go as far. Let me see that. So far, once they try to go back, they can't because they be looking like a cat lady. Yeah. That's a fact. Now, talk to the fellas too. These guys win. Listen, hey, Dez, that's a whole nother conversation. You hear me? Whole nother conversation. She wanted to go back to her. Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Sky Blue. Even down to removing tattoos. She's gone to remove certain tattoos. She's really making a declaration into her personal life. She's really making a declaration like, I need to get back to Angela White. I need to get back to who I was before all this. That comes with self-reflection. That comes with learning who you are and whose you are. That comes with understanding the value of you and learning to love yourself, learning your worth, learning that although I've stepped out upon a certain path, as long as I'm living and breathing, it ain't too late to either turn around and go back or make a V line towards the right path you're supposed to be on. Personal path, that is. Personal path. I applaud that. I don't know how y'all feel about that. If y'all want to tap in and chime in on that, I don't know how you feel about it. But for me, I applaud it. I applaud it. One, because we live in a society that is so the way that we are manipulated into thinking that certain looks are the only thing that looks beautiful or looks handsome or looks gorgeous or looks cute, whatever the connotation for whoever. The way we are paraded, manipulated, and shown certain things constantly to make you feel as though that's it. That's the only beauty that's out there. That's the only thing that's going to make you hot. That's the only way to go. For certain people to say, hold up, and to catch it either before something goes wrong in their life or catch it in enough time to save their life. Because let's not forget K Michelle too. Shout out to K Michelle. K Michelle took some things about her too, out of her ones and things, getting back to self. And she still looks gorgeous. She still got body, yaddy, as y'all would say. I'm just saying, we have to be accountable for the things that we latch into, that we say is beautiful, that we say, hey, you got to look like this in order to be somebody. We have to be accountable for that. Team no plastic surgery, that part right there. She always been a pretty girl. She felt the need to fit into Hollywood. That part, Nelly Nail, that part. I believe a lot of these girls get butt shots in the basement or by someone who don't know the malpractice. I listen. My co-host has said killing themselves trying to tighten right up. Man, listen. Hey, MMB, good morning to ye. Listen. If you don't know how to love yourself as you are, those enhancements ain't going to make you, they're going to make you feel away externally for a moment. For a moment, as you can see, some people trying to dial it back, but it's not going to make you happy on the inside. Because one, you're going to get a lot of the energy, a lot of the attention that you really don't want. Yeah, you might get certain good attention. Yeah, you might get certain accolades. Yeah, you might get certain external things, but you also gonna bring about those sick people, those in the people that are off, and also haters are going to expound. They're gonna grow. They're gonna multiply, and you're gonna have to deal with the stress and the bullshittery of that. So you gotta wait. You got weigh the pros with the cons. Okay, ladies, if you're gonna get some plastic surgery to enhance or whatever the case may be, let's not say plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery to enhance, have at it. But go into it knowing your worth ahead of time. Go into it knowing whose you are and who you are. Don't go into it like I'm gonna be beautiful. Everybody's gonna think that I'm beautiful. Don't go into it from a superficial standpoint, because eventually you're gonna be unhappy with yourself. And unhappy with the attention that you get and the things around you and the bullshittery that comes with it. I remember when ladies, that part, Des, that part. Keep it a buck. Interesting, Keisha. That's an interesting question. Phil, what turns you on about a woman? I guess you said besides looks. I'm curious what men really want and think of women. For me, I can't speak for every man. I can only speak for Big Phil. Big Phil speaks. For me, I love intellect. I love a woman that can have a conversation, that can converse. I love a woman that has something on her mind. I love a woman that's compassionate. I love a woman that can nurture. I love a woman that's ambitious in whatever capacity. They don't necessarily have to be going after a business or whatever. She can be ambitious for her family. A woman that has family values. A woman that's rooted in God, that has a spiritual connection, spiritual relationship, not religious, but a spiritual relationship with God. I always say it all the time. I don't want a whole lot of women. I don't. Been off that years ago. I just want one good woman. Never once have I said I wanted a perfect woman. I want a good woman. And a good woman is going to show herself and be herself. The external, that's cool. All that's icing on the cake. Of course, we go off for looks and certain things and this, that, and the third. But if the internal is not resonating with that external, the external is garbage. That external is garbage. I don't care how fly you look, how beautiful you look, how your body is stacked up or whatever. If your internal is ugly, it makes that external look like garbage. To me, I'm just saying. Am I perfect? No. And do I have everything or whatever? Maybe not. I'm just telling you what I like. You asked the question, Keisha Hall. That's what I like, and that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the of course I like to hold on a couple things, but that's a whole nother ball game. But the most important things for me are what resides inside of a woman, and the external and everything that comes with that is just icing on the cake for me. So hopefully that answers thy question. You feel me? Hopefully that answers thy question. RW say what? I ain't even gonna share that one. Y'all gonna have to read this one. Oh, that's easy. You like small women with big old baddies. That what? Damn that. For my man, he was turned on how I mother my children. He was in foster care and always resented women until he met me together. Shout out to that, Keisha Hall. And that's the thing, right? I put up a post, right, that says something, I'm paraphrasing. It was like a real man don't care about all that external hoopla. A real man wants a good woman. Matter of fact, I know what it was. A real man don't want no city girl. The quote unquote city girl. And that doesn't mean you physically being from a city. Because you can be a country girl, a farm girl, a foreign girl, or whatever girl. They just want a good woman. They just want a man, a real man wants a real good woman. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. He don't want all that extra bullshittery. Don't nobody want that extra stress and headache. Sometimes we take it on. Sometimes we allow it. Sometimes we play with it and deal with it. But the reality of it is, don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. They want a good woman that's going to have their best interest at heart, whose best interest they'll have at heart, etc. That's a fact. Of course, LG, ain't nothing wrong with tig old baddies. I like them. I like a lot of things though. But if I don't care if you got tig old baddies, if your brain is non-functioning, if your conversation is nothing, if your mindset ain't on nothing positive, if you are a pessimistic person, if you ain't loving yourself, it makes all that on the outside. I don't care how voluptuous, how shapely, curvy, how they sit up, how they sit down, how round and shapely your Bubba ones is. It don't matter to me. That's a turn off. It's a definite turn off. You got to be able to hold a conversation about general things. You have to show interest in family. You have to show interest in a personal relationship in God. You have to, for me. Thank you, Angel Vidal, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Yeah, be loved, She talking about ain't nothing wrong with no tig old baddies, but in her case, I guess ain't nothing wrong with no beef grease. Be loved. What? Seems like you. Ho. Keisha, what you talking, Keisha? What you talking? Listen. I don't know what y'all getting at. I don't know who y'all getting at and what y'all talking about. But not gonna be able to do it. I don't know what you're talking, Keisha. I don't know what you're talking, but yeah. Lord have mercy. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more hour to go through this bullshittery. Come talk to me though, because some of y'all have got to have some very interesting comments in the audience. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. It's just you talking to me. You know what I'm saying? The audience will be watching and listening, but you just be talking to me. Nah, you got to chill on that one, Phil. I told them on the live. And we had one. Be love. Pause. If we had more beef grease in their lives, there would be less. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I beg to differ. Pause. Dez, who you talking about, Dez? Dez, you be reaching, Dez. You be reaching. You be reaching. Hold on, let me put this down here. Hold on. Not sugar buns. Dez, of whom are you talking about? Because I don't have a first lady, so I don't know what you're talking. Be love. Somebody just gave you a new nickname, Sugar Buns. Is that your new nickname? Why I say private chat? Hold on. Hold on. I should put that in the private chat. Scandalous. J-Man, I'm hiding who from who. There has to be a who to hide her. What you talking, J-Man? Listen. If y'all got questions, y'all got to cam up and ask them. You hear me? First of all, let me clear the air. I am single. Life. I am not with nobody. Can't nobody claim me. None of that. So I don't know what y'all talking with this bullshittery. I'm hiding some woman from y'all and all this, that, and the third. If I was taken, I'd tell you I was taken. Let's be clear. Hey, right, Avril Latina sugar bow wow wines. It's a secret. Obviously, we can't say who. Who's the secret, J man? Look. Ain't no secrets. Who the hell is this? Oh. Listen. Getting back to Blac Chyna, because y'all had me via left and via right. Understand something, ladies. If it's your personal choice to do whatever it is you want to do. Fellas, yours too. Let it be for the right reasons. Let it be for better reasons. Don't let it be for the wrong reasons or for the wrong misconception of what happiness is or what joy is, because you're going to end up having these surgeries, and for a few of y'all, in certain cases, things go wrong. For the another sector of you all, you'll enjoy the enhancements and live with it for the rest of your life. Then for another sector of y'all, you're gonna be dealing with the emotional change that you have to go through with the attention that it will solicit. I mean, for the mental part of changing because of said attention from weird people, weirdos, and other things. Especially if you are a public person and or on the internet, or even in the real world. You have to understand that just because you can do it, don't necessarily mean that it's right for you to do. Doesn't mean that it's wrong for you to do either, but it doesn't mean that it's right for you to do. And for every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there's an effect. You have to understand that though you have the right to put on certain clothes, though you have the right to put on certain makeups and eyelashes and things, though you have the right to get certain surgeries done, that things happen behind those things. Because the world in which we live in isn't right. The world in which we live in ain't right. So you have to understand that though you can, don't necessarily mean you should. OTF, good money gang. I stepped away to make coffee and come back. Phil singing single life. No, Trina. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna answer that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. No, Trina Pink. What it was is somebody alluded to the fact that there was a first lady in my life, and that I'm hiding her from you all. That you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying no, there is no first lady. I'm not hiding nobody. That I'm single, very much single. That part. That's what that means. Oh Lord. Keisha Hall, Keisha Hall, Keisha Hall. First of all, I'm not sitting in no tree to be none of that ISNG bullshiggery that you talking. Let's be clear. Riddles. There's no riddles. Oh, you talking about what Keisha Hall's doing? Yeah. Stop Kappa says, I like them tick old bitty too, but I got mad love for itty bitty. That shit right there. Listen. That shit right there. I find beauty. I find beauty in various things, various body shapes. But the beauty, the real beauty for me comes from within. That's where a woman stands out to me. You know, and you can be fooled by that too, because I've been fooled where they come off real intellectual and have certain things on their mind and da 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 da, and then it plays out to be something different later on. It happens, but I'm telling you, beyond the physicalities, it's what's up here and how a woman talk and presents herself. That's to me more attractive. Her story, her life, where her mindset is, that's attractive to me. That part. Keisha Hall, whoever you are, you having way too much fun. Whoever you is, Keisha Hall. Chuck Diesel, is that the homie? Salute, home team. Who is Brown Sugar Babe? MMB. More than a handful is a waste. Who the B-Love, who the hell said that? Who? What? B-Love. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of men that would disagree with that one, B-Love. Sorry, co-host of mine. I'm sorry. Hey, RW, that part. Be love. Well, if it's a waste, then I'm not wasting any of it at all. That part, RW, talk about it. What is they saying? You feel me? Let me see. What else? I had pulled up some other stuff to get into. We got sidetrack. Oh, man, listen. Phil, you're not going to tell everyone about you and what? Oh, Jermaine, look, I don't know what type of bullshiggery you on. I don't know. Yeah, okay. MMB, stop playing. Y'all tripping. Hey, J man, I don't know what strain you were smoking this morning, but you need to take that back because that ain't hitting right. But listen, there's another story and video that's going around these YouTube streets, these internet streets, IG streets, TikTok, etc. of a dummy who a part of a police chase, high-speed chase. He got in a police car. He stole a police car. The dummy tries to jump out the car. I think the car was going at an exorbitant amount of miles per hour. Tried to jump out the car while it was moving. Leg got caught on him, cracked his cranium, and end up dying. The dummy. He did better off trying to pull the car over and getting out and running. He tried to run while the car was full throttle on the highway. Get out the car. Dummy. It says a high-speed chase in Los Angeles took a fatal turn as the suspect made a reckless move in pursuit, according to TMZ. Shout out to TMZ. According to the California Highway Patrol, aka CHIPS, the pursuit began around 11:45 a.m. Tuesday morning. The suspect raced down the 138 freeway at 70 miles per hour with the CHP cruiser that they had stolen, taunting patrol officers attempting to keep pace. He maneuvered through lanes of traffic while seemingly rummaging through the cop car. The thief then made a bold move by stepping out of the vehicle as it continued to travel at high speeds. The suspect's leg is seen swept under him, knocking his head onto the ground and into unconsciousness. The cruiser then slams into an electric pole and takes it down. Officers tended to the suspect immediately, but he ultimately passed away from his injuries. You think, according to law enforcement. What do y'all think about dumbassness? Because that right there, one, you stole a police car. Two, you was on a high-speed chase like you was really going to get away from a car that's very trackable and traceable. Three, you try to jump out the vehicle at full speed and lost your life like that part. That part. Hey, RW, that's right. Crash test dummy at its best. You hear me? You hear me? The car was going 70 miles, 30 miles an hour is enough to do you in. 70? He ain't trying to tuck a road nut. He tried to, like, he was going to get out and jump and run. Like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? What you loving, B-Love? What you loving? Young Dredd, salute. Definitely a crash test dummy, though. The world is really lost right now. Man, that part right there, Sky Blue, that part. Stop capping and speaking to the last part. That's saying facts. It's the energy in their soul I want to fall in love with. What's on the outside is just a plus. That part right, you said it how I meant it. Stop capping. You said it how I meant it. But yeah, who they think they on Grand Theft Auto first and foremost. Getting back to the mental illness, the video games, and things of that nature. This dummy thought he was in Grand Theft Auto and that if I fall and hurt myself, I can restart. It don't work like that. Remember, imagine cracking your head up against a wall at 70 miles an hour. Imagine cracking your head up against a wall at 30 miles an hour, at 20 miles an hour, at 10 miles an hour. I don't know what the hell some of these people are thinking. I don't know what they are thinking. Come on with what, MMB? What is you talking? What is you talking? It got to be something in the air that causes these people to do stupid stuff. Something in the air, something in the water, something in the food, something that we're watching, all that. Afro Latina, thank you for the super stick. I appreciate you. I do. We have enough airline miles. Hey, B-Love, don't you got something you need to be doing? What you doing there talking this bullshittery? That's a fact. They on them perks. They on these other drugs. I'm invincible. I can do whatever. Like, yeah, you did whatever and cracked your whole cranium like a damn egg in a fire pit. Cracker. Now look at you now. I'm not selectively reading. I kind of went back a little bit. Now I'm going back forward. It's the tap water they be drinking from bottled water. That's why you got to have certain alkaline water, brother J Man. You got to have certain alkaline water. Bring your at that house. At what house? What house is he talking? Out the house. I'm always out the house. I'm always outside. What you talking? My co-host, I don't know what she on, what she doing, but she's contributed to the delinquency of the constituents, and we not having it. Filled with buddy love. What? What are you doing? Yeah, okay. Respect those kidneys. That part right there, Afro Latina. The old commercial, this is your brain. Right. And this is what your brain on drugs look like. That was, hey, RW, that was a modern day commercial for that right there. They need to somebody need to do that meme ASAP. That video right there, especially when he opened the door and jumps out. This is your brain on drugs. And so, this is what the hell you get for doing dumb shiggity, like jumping out of a car at 70 miles an hour with no thought, intent on what was going to happen to when you got out that car. Afro Latina, very, very classic commercial. Artem said, any questions? Yes, he do jump around like he don't see us. I see everything. I see everything. Hey, Daz, you want a magic trick, Daz? It's too early for these shenanigans. Too early for these shenanigans. 9:13 in the morning, and y'all already on that bullshit. Listen, if you want to come up and talk to me, ask any questions, any of these crazy questions that you answer from the comments, have at it. Or any other questions about life, about the topics we talked about, whether it be about the shooting in Nashville, whether it be about Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, whether it be about Dummy Dunsey who jumps out the car at 70 miles an hour, whether it be about this topic that be love, the question that be love put out there, whatever it may be, come talk to me. Young Dreads, I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, that commercial made me want an egg sandwich. Hey, the equalizer, damn it. Y'all off the hook. 8:13 over here. That's early. That's early. That's early because it's 9 something here. It's still early. Hey, Daz, don't believe the hype. What do you think of Apple's new pay later feature? I didn't know Apple had that. When they start that, Keisha, cam up, Keisha, come talk to me. You don't have to put your camera on. That's the first time I heard about that one, though. That's the first time I heard about that one. That'd be interesting. That'll be interesting right there. Now, and Keisha, does that apply to Apple only products, or does that apply to shopping in general? Things that make you go, Because if you got an iPhone, they kind of know, especially if you use an Apple Pay, what type of money you bringing in, spending out, and all that. Interesting. You know, when the show grows bigger, you're not going to read our comments. Why would I not? I'll read them to the best of my ability because you all are a part of me. You all make the show what it is. Not just here on the Good Morning Gang, the Feel the Love show, but also on IG. You all help make the conversation what it is. You all are a part of the equation. Yes, I am the host, but in some way and form, you all are hosts too because y'all give interaction. Y'all help the show go on. So to the best of my ability, I will never stop reading your comments and interacting with the comments. They allow you to a loan of up to $1,000 in 6 months to pay it back. Wow. Is that credit based, Keisha? Is that credit based or just in general? That's not bad though. 6 months to pay 1,000 back. Oh yeah, they're gonna do a lot of these other services dirty. I'm too shy to cam up. I talk my shit in the comments. You don't have to show your face though, Keisha Hall. It just be your voice. It'll just be your voice. It's just me, man. It's just me. I'm not, I'm not nobody to be scared of. It's just Phil. That part, RW did definitely took it back to Public Enemy. They trying to have all you MFers in debt. That too. That too. Do we get a part of the monies too? What you talking, J man? What you talking? Listen, if you're part of the staff, maybe so. Look. Listen, Phil, about to be big, so is be loved. They not. I appreciate that, RW. Listen, God willing, ain't so much on the big part, but hopefully we'll be able to affect more lives. You know what I'm saying? Affect and effect more lives. You hear in a positive way. That's what I'm on right there. But I appreciate that. And I know I will never forget about my weepos, not my peoples. If you rock with me, I'm a forever rock with you. To keep it a buck, I'm a loyal person till I see that you're not loyal to me. I'm overly loyal. I'm extra loyal. I'm uberly loyal until I see that you're not loyal to me. That's the only thing that changes me. I don't know if that's just the Phil in me, pause. The Sagittarius in me, pause. But that's just how I am. I'll go to bat for you to the end of time till I see you not picking up the bat for me. You hear me? I'm not sure yet, Phil. Haven't really looked into it. Haven't read the entirety of the article. I'm going to have to look that up, though. I'm going to have to look that up. I think she's scared because in these internet streets, I heard they call you know what? You know what? I think she's scared because in these internet streets, I heard they call you P Smooth out there. I saw it, and I saw it in your. Hey, RW, we really playing that game? Listen, I don't know who P Smooth is, but him, not me. Him, not me. We need a shirt, a hat, or something. Phil Bill. I'm with it. I'm with it, J man. I'm with it. I saw it in one of you. Ain't seen nothing in none of my lives, RW. Oh Lord. Hey, Keisha, don't be laughing at that, Keisha. Don't be laughing at that, Keisha. That part right there, Sky Blue, that part right there. Once you show me who you really are, I deal with you accordingly. That part. Yeah, I'm darker down there. I'm darker down there. Why? Stop capping. Look, you see? Look. Answer in the DM now. Y'all are really on one. Y'all are Sky Blue. What you looking for? What you looking at? What you looking at? I can't leave you alone. Hey, be love. You part of this problem. You part of this situation. You part of it. Don't talk about I can't leave you with 5 minutes. You part of the bullshit already. What you talking? You feel me? Y'all are off the chain. But yes, as we have a wonderful time, joke and laugh, and be with the bullshittery shenanigans and talk about relevant topics, pertinent topics, important topics, and things of that nature. Make sure that you don't be selfish and try to hold tight to us. Share us with 1 to 7 of your friends or associates, whatever, buddies, business partners. Hell, share them with your haters. Let people know that the Good Morning Gang show is here and we're here to stay. You hear me? Positive vibes only. Yeah, we'll turn up. We're going to turn up your weight. We're going to do all that. But we're here to impact and change your morning and help your morning go along lovely. Just like my cause, be loved. We're here to make your day go along something different. There's plenty of other morning shows. There's plenty of other morning things going on. We'll be similar to some, but we want to be different than all, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Hey, Evolution Brooklyn. Not the slave ship today. Damn it. My day is starting off in the right note. That part right there, Afro Latina, started off on the right note. I'm ready to share all summer long. Share what? Look, here you come. Look into the fray with the bullshiggery. Have you heard they approved the first over-the-counter Narcan medication? Nah, but that is huge. That is huge. But let me ask you all this. I'm glad you brought that up. That will save some lives, but does that also condone the usage? Think real hard on that. Yes, it will save some lives, but does it also condone the usage? Yes, people are going to get high, but should more be done in the way of treatment, prevention, etc., than to pacify people by saying, okay, this is available to you if you OD. Or if you're going into OD, you'll have this on you to be able to bring yourself back or somebody to help you along, or whatever the case may be. Does that say, have at it? You want to get high, have at it. Here you go. Here's something to help make sure you don't die. Or is it a blessing in disguise? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's an excellent, Keyshawn, that's an excellent topic that you brought up. Hey, Tinky. Good morning to ye. Look, the homie said, what you sharing, Evolution? Are you buying? Are you buying to participate, Chuck Diesel? We going to turn up on Friday, feel the love. Hey, Daz, I don't know what you're talking. I respect the fact that you and the girl and agreed not to speak on y'all. I appreciate that, 757 Buzz. I appreciate that. It's considered a prevention for the substance user. How is it prevention though? Only thing it prevents is from you dying. It don't stop you from. Now correct me if I'm wrong. It don't stop you from wanting to get high. It doesn't stop you from having the urges to get high. It doesn't stop you from getting high. It stops the OD of the situation. Am I wrong about that when it comes to Narcan? Am I wrong about that? I need some T2 Sky Blue. Trying to share those $5 footlongs. Damn it. Y'all off the chain in the comments. I think it's better than getting needles like some states are doing. Yeah, I can admit to that. But is it really a help, or is it really a like a condoning? Who said something about some peace move? Who said that? Hold on. Let me rewind this up. Evolution Brooklyn. You on your way to NY? Salute to that, J man. Salute. There was a situation out here about a week ago. A high school OD on lunch break in a McDonald's bathroom, and a regular Samaritan had what, lovely Tank? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Apologize about that for seeming unprofessional by cutting the camera off. As some of y'all know from my pregame, I'm dealing with a head cold or whatever, and I know y'all don't want to see me blow in my nose, pause. So I had to turn it off to handle that. So I won't be down here looking like Roscoe. Narcan on them and revive them. Okay. When I work at this rehab, that was a requirement to have in your home. Really? I think it's good for the families to have on hand in case something happens while out and about, or family functions. Yeah, on the one hand, it's cool because good morning, Villa. Good morning, good morning. On the one hand, it's good because it will save lives. It will. It will save some lives. But does it say, okay, we know you're gonna get high. Gonna get high. But if you're gonna get high, here, take this with you. I don't know. I think it's a rock and a hard place. I think it's one of those situations like you be damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because again, the Narcan is good to help save lives from people expiring from, and ODing off of the drugs in some cases. But then on the flip side of it, it's like saying, okay, go have at it. You gonna get high anyway. Have at it. Here you go. Take that with you. Do you want to see me blow my nose, MMB? Really? The government should issue them to every household like them COVID tests. Interesting. Interesting. Night Rider is riding out into the night again. Are you on your way to Brooklyn, Night Rider? Be Love, definitely a rock and a hard place. That's a fact. That's a fact. Some it will, but in Philly, Baltimore, it's going to be a problem. Zombies out there. Hey, that part. That part right there, RW, that part. That's what I'm saying. Is it condoning the activities more so than the people that it'll help? What's love, evolution? What's love? I think it's good to have on hand just like a fire extinguisher, not saying have a fire, but have it on hand just in case to save a life. I respect that, Tinky. I definitely respect that. Hence the reason I only blow trees. That part. Not yet. On that midnight train, Brooklyn. Damn it. How y'all feeling this morning, though? We definitely, me and B Love would like to know what you would like to see more of here on the Good Morning Gang. What you'd like to see less of, what you enjoy. More importantly, as you come through, share the love. It's free to do. Hit the thumbs up. To share the live out, that's free to do. Only takes moments of your time. It will help us get more eyes and reach a broader audience so that we can take this thing to the moon. I apologize if I sound a little groggy or whatever head cold I got, but the show goes on. You hear me? My co-host, she's in the comments, had some other things she had to take care of. But guess what? The show goes on, and we hold each other down. You hear me? Hold each other down. It's raining where you at, Villa? I'm sorry to hear that. They on your body this morning, Tinky. Tinky, what you got going on? They got all these fellas on your bumper. Huh? What you doing, Tinky? You can't even trust some bud nowadays. Man, listen. Yeah, if you don't know where your bud is coming from and who your supplier is and where they getting it from, so to speak, and your supplier doesn't have the moral fortitude to not get hold of it, you could very well get you some fentanyl laced weed. That's a fact. That's a fact. Would recommend putting the spotlight on small black businesses. Quick shout out. Oh, that on Fridays, J-Man. That we already on that. On Fridays, that's what we're gonna be doing on Fridays. So yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Businesses, business peoples, entrepreneurs, whether you in a business opportunity, whether you got an at-home business, whether you got a brick and mortar business, offer a service, get at us. Either get in my inbox or get in B Love's inbox. Let us know what you're about, and we're gonna give you some shots, some spotlight and shine here on the Good Morning Gang on Fridays, on Feel Good Fridays. That part. I'm glad you brought that up, J-Man. I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, we definitely on that. So whatever your business is, whatever your service is, your entrepreneurial endeavor, I don't care if you're in multi-level marketing, network marketing, whether you're doing T-shirts, whether you're doing hats, whether you're doing a whole clothing line, whether you got a home or commercial cleaning business, whatever your business, whether you're making plate lunches or you got a whole restaurant, we want to support you here and show love and be able to have you spotlight your business, showcase your business for the peoples that come through. Grow your own is legal in your state. That part 757. Hell no, you would smoke something that would have you sitting on the moon looking at her. The sun is like an aphrodisiac. Evolution, what you been smoking on this morning? The sun is like an aphrodisiac. Evolution, what you doing? Definitely more news sounds good. Okay. And maybe add another co-host so that you will always have backup. We will be doing guest co-hosts weekly. I think we agreed to weekly, and then we be love. If you're still in here, we agreed to like rotating guest co-hosts so that you all can see different people. Either they have their own vlogs, blogs, or podcasts, and also to see who fits the best if we want to add someone into the mix permanently. No, Narcan is needed to save lives. People are going to get high anyway. It's needed. Okay. Tina B. Marie, shout out to you. That part, right? That part. She been on something. What wasn't nothing you smoked though. I'm just understand something. Understand something. A lot of y'all this morning got up and got more than percolated off some coffee. You hear me? Coming here talking all this bullshittery. Y'all cutting up down to my co-host, you know what I'm saying, to the wayside, but she cutting up with y'all. I've been watching. I've been peeping. All I'm saying is this. Listen, at the end of the day, we're here to provide you with excellent topics, current trending events and topics, and also turn up. So don't be afraid to cam up and give us your point of view and your bullshittery. We'll have at it, but it's positive vibes only through it all. You hear me? Positive vibes only. We don't want the extra garbage. You can save that, for wherever, whoever, however. But as far as here for the Good Morning Gang, we're gonna have fun. Listen, And don't be afraid to tell a friend to tell a friend. So I apologize if I sound so off the hook. I can feel it all up in here, pause. And it's like, yeah, I told you, lay back down. But I can't do that because the Good Morning Gang show must go on. You hear me? That part. Watchman, be loved. Somebody wants to know, do you have a wagon? Whatever that may mean to that individual, they want to know if you got a wagon, be loved. I'll let you have that answer. Look, 757 said, I got more medicine in your pharmacy. Night Rider, that part, positive vibes only. You hear me? Feel that sound crazy? I can feel it. Pause. That's why I said pause. That's why I said pause. And I apologize if y'all see me looking down. I'm looking at my laptop because that's where I see the chat at or whatever. I'm gonna start putting it on my computer that's beside my iPad though, so I don't have to look all the way down though. So y'all won't think I'm nodding off or going to sleep or nothing. Watchman, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you talking, Watchman. I know it's not what you speak. I know it's not. That wasn't an answer. That wasn't an answer for more like a bumper. There you have at it, Watchman. She said she got a little bumper. She got a bumper. Pull up to a bumper, baby. But she said it's real though. You in Rockville, Tiggy? I ain't know that. Oh, you around the way, girl. Tiggy, you in the area. Okay. Let me find out, Tiggy. You got a lot of these individuals, these dudes, these weeples on your bumper though. Watchman said a bumper is good. Bumper cars. Bing, bing. Now, looks like you looking down like Joe Torre and Sprung. Listen. It's all good. I have to be in tune with what you all are saying. At the moment, I have to look down at what's going on my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, or instead of that, maybe I'll get a riser, pause, a laptop holder to hold it up here. That way I ain't got to look down. I might look off a little bit, but not look down. Lovely take. I said that. I think I said that earlier. No, I think I said it on the pre-gaming. I haven't forgot about it neither. I'm trying to lock down a location that's in a decent area. I'm talking about the Pajama Jammy Jam, y'all. That's in a decent area that holds a decent amount of people. That's open, and it might be pushed back a little bit as far as when I wanted to do it, only because a lot of spots are locked down, or whatever the case may be. But we're doing that Pajama Jammy Jam. You can bet your last dollar on that one. Bet your last dollar on that one. We didn't forget either, Teggy. They stopped open lunch for all the schools. Oh, wow. Watchman, you coming through, Watchman? That's what's up. Who the hell is Ramrod? Who the hell is Ramrod, RW? Trader Pink, that part. Very grown and very sexy. You hear me? Now, what y'all do at whatever after parties y'all might have, yeah, it's on y'all business. You hear me? But we're gonna have a hell of a time at the Pajama Jammy Jam. And it's gonna be different. We might even do 1 or 2 podcast tapings there, show tapings there too. With a a live audience, you all inviting people up on the stage to be a part of the situation, whoever wants to be a part of it, and really have a good time. Dez, you ain't going nowhere. Dez, you lying. You ain't going nowhere. Lovely local. Tinky better come. Now that I know she local, she better be there. I think Peach Smooth gonna have to go on a a evolution. Oh my God. Not for who, Tinky? What dates you looking at? I was looking at doing it at the end of April. But now that it's right about April, maybe I might do it at the beginning of May or something. It all depends. So the sooner I lock down a decent location that has decent in a decent area, parking's decent, whatever, very accessible for those that might be Ubering or taking public transportation or whatever the case may be, then I'll definitely have a date for you all. Oh, okay. Shout out to D. Yes, I need to talk to D because there's a lot of bullshit from Dez. We got to talk about D. I hope B Love and Evolution make it. Oh, watch me. Of course not Mother's Day weekend. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to do that. Lovely Tank. Not Lovely Tank. Trina Pink. I wouldn't do that. Excuse me. What the hell is butt skins? What is you talking about, MNB? What? You wearing skins, butt skins? Lord, MNB. MNB talking all that smack. She probably don't even come to the pajama jammy jam. Look at her. I want to see Lovely Tink there too. I want to see what she working with. Oh my God. Damn it, Tinky, what you been doing to these fellas? What you been doing, Tinky? You got them on your bumper, huh? Question though. Should the pajama jammy jam be inclusive of like a masquerade situation, meaning a mask situation? Would you all feel more comfortable with wearing masks or nah? I think nah, but I think some people would like the mysteriousness of it. I'm just throwing that out there as a question though. Phil, let me find out you going to be in a pause. The fact that you even pause. Shaka, your chunks are hold the figgity up. You're gonna have cherry pie on you. Oh my God! Look, I want to post it, but that's pause heavy. Pause. I can't do that. Mother's Day is the perfect time for the tour, right? What tour is you talking about, Evolution? I don't know what you talking about. I'm definitely find them if for no other reason that I want to see you. Hey Tracy, what type of freaky deaky stuff are you into? Talking about if nothing more, nothing less than to see us get busy. Well, what? What you want to? You want to be like this at the window? Who's that peeking in my window? Look at Phil. Look. Ooh, what? Cover your face, okay? In the show of AA Sky Blue, look, that part. No mask, no show face. That part, I'm with that too. No, I'm not coming. I will be in live with y'all. Strip net. You know what, MMB? Stop it. You ain't doing all that. Stop it. No, I want to see all my prey. MMB. Evolution. You off the hook. Lord, hey, watch me. Listen. Protect yourself. Some already have masks on. Hey, Tanky, that part. Y'all are something else. Just like that, huh, Tracy? Sorry, I couldn't comment earlier. Got busy, but I think the morning show should include more news, financial advice, like helping building credit, investment information, prank calls, topics, interviews. Duly noted, Keisha Hall. Duly noted. That might be something we could do on a certain day too. Like bring somebody in and give for a segment to give some financial advice. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that sounds like a winner. I like that. I like those. Look, sound like we don't need a prank call the way they pranking on me this morning. Listen. You know what, B Love? I'm gonna find a spot all right. Damn, Watchman on your bumper, Tinky. Also think you should promote it on your TikTok to get more viewers. You're right, because I be promoting it on IG, and I be forgetting to promote it on TikTok too. Thank you, Keisha. Oh, you're absolutely right. Hey, Night Rider, man. Listen, you see how they doing. Let me find out, Phil. You throwing an Illuminati party. Get the mask and people booty ball. I don't know what you're talking. Spanx. What? Any guys over 6 feet coming to the party? Well, I'm 6 feet even. I'm pretty sure there's some other brothers that'll be over 6 feet. Pretty sure there will be. So how you feel about being able to buy your blue? I'm glad. Before we go, I'm glad you brought that up, Sky Blue. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm gonna do a live about that on IG later too. But this is my general consensus about that, right? There's a lot of people whose pages have been snatched, who have been overly reported and taken down unnecessarily. A lot of shenanigans without any recourse as to good customer service or support team or support department available to you to voice your opinions, to really refute a lot of complaints. When you buy your check, your pages can't be snatched as easy. Or get your check. I ain't gonna say just buy your check, but when you get your check, your pages can't be taken as easy. You're afforded to be able to talk to a support team, which is good in case certain allegations come about that affect your pages. You have to verify who you are. So some of these troll pages, if they want a blue check, they're gonna have to tell you the government name. And once you get verified, you can't change that name from off of there. Your screen name, yes, but your government name and or your profile pic. And your profile pic cannot be an anime character, cannot be a cartoon picture, a caricature. It has to be your picture or whatever. So I think that it's a good thing. I think that is a good thing because they've kind of done a disservice as to who they allow to get the blue checks. And some people are feeling themselves because they have blue checks. So now that you're allowing more average people to get them, it says, okay, for right now, at least the playing field's a little bit more level. So that's my thought on that. I think a blue check is good. Just verify it's really you and your. That part, Lovely Tank, that part. Y'all talk about sending pictures and things. What y'all got going on in here? But blue check with 2 followers, yeah, that is crazy though. That is crazy. I don't even know if they were offered to somebody with that low of followers though. She got to see who you are first, Watchman. Nah, he on everyone bumper. Oh, damn it. You going out like that, Watchman? Lovely, I love you. Y'all need to stop. I think it's that's where I'm at too. I think it's pretty cool for whoever wants it. That part right there. I think buying a blue check is frauding the system. You're not doing the work to get your followers up. I think it's people. Evolution, but you got to look at it like this though, right? You got some people that are working their bonds off. You got some people that got over 100,000 followers. You got some people that got a couple 100,000 followers but can't get verified for whatever reason, intent, and purpose. They won't verify those people. And it's like, okay, what do I do then? What do I do then? I got the content. I got the followers. I even got press and other things going on. Why are you not verifying me? One, I think because IG's department that handles that is not big enough to sustain all the users that really could legitimately use a blue check. But to kind of answer your thing, what's not enough? How many followers is not having enough to deserve a blue check? Because you have, like I said, you have some people that have a lot of followers. You have some people that have the content and are very active on IG, that do skits, that do vlogging, that I think that should definitely get a blue check. What do you do then? What do you do then when they won't give you a blue check? And then on top of it, you got haters and trolls and stuff that report your page and could knock your page down. And you're building a brand. You're building a brand that says, I'm here to stay. This is what I'm about. Support me if you will. When somebody or some people come along and want to be ugly and get your page taken, what do you do then? Having that blue check will keep you out of that harm's way for the most part. What do you do? Ooh, my nose is itching. What they say? My IG is tied into my job, though. They have a big following and share my stuff. What they say? Forget the check and what? Forget the check. Bring back the MySpace top 8. Listen, y'all don't know what it was. MySpace was popping. You hear me? Was popping. I used to make a lot of money off of MySpace, boy. You hear me? MySpace was the shiznai yee. I think you could be right about that, Sky Blue. The blue check is not about followers, but it's about a number of things. It's about your notability, your notoriety, um, who recognizes you for your value, whether it be service business or, you know what I'm saying, you as a person, as an influencer or a public figure or entertainer, celebrity, whatever the case may be. But then there's certain celebrities that can't get blue checks. There's certain celebrities who've been in movies, who've been on TV, who got press. What do they do? What do they do then? It's like, okay, I've done everything, or I'm doing everything. I should get a blue check. It should be almost automatic. Like your department should pick up on the fact that I am who I am. I don't know. It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. And of course, it's a money play for IG too, to allow for everybody to get it. You know, I'm coming and cooking as well. All right, Tina Bieber, I got you on that. Have at it, huh, Tinky? Let them know. Have at it. I want a blue check and to be monetized for my content, but I just started, so it's going to be a long, hard. It ain't going to take you a few years, evolution. It ain't going to take you a few years. Trust me. We had this conversation. It's not going to take you a few years. You'll get them numbers up. You'll get them numbers up. Say what, Watchmen? What are you talking, Watchmen? They still have MySpace. Yeah, they do. They do. But is anybody on it? RW, is anybody on it? Black Panther was the shizzle too. Listen, we could go on for days and days. We talked about what did we talk about today? We talked about the Nashville shooting situation, mental health, the trans issue involved in that. We talked about Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, getting some things removed and centering herself in a correct way, in a better way. Let me say that. We talked about the stunt dummy who jumps out the police car 70 miles an hour. Crazy. Y'all done got on my heels and on my bumper paws about, you know what I'm saying, all kinds of bullshittery. We've had fun. We've talked about this blue check thing, and I'll be going more in depth detail about it later on the IG Live, so stay tuned for that. But my co-host, she's here in spirit, probably still here in the chat, but she had to take care of some business, so she had to step away. But for me, for Big Phil Speaks, and for Be Love, we thank y'all for tuning in. We thank y'all for being a part of this Good Morning Gang show. Without you, we're nobody. We're nobody. So we appreciate you, one and all who come through. Share, continue to help us grow. You know what I'm saying? Just share with one person, if that ain't too hard. Continue to like. Share the lives on IG in your stories or whatever. I'm gonna start sharing them more too. But I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being a part of the Good Morning Gang morning show. I'm gonna take all y'all considerations in me and Be Love, and we're gonna implement some of those good suggestions that you had, because those were wonderful suggestions, and it will help us grow and be a more robust Good Morning Gang. Like I said, we're gonna have some similarities to other morning shows, but then we want to be different too and just stand out amongst the pack. So you stay tuned, y'all stay tuned in with your boy and with Be Love, and we're gonna have at it. And I'm gonna be short and brief. My voice is my nose is but I'm still good. Smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose. You feel me? Thank you, Evolution Brooklyn. I appreciate that. Thank you, Watchman. I appreciate that. Phil, do you have on pants? Yes, I do today. Sometimes I be here in my boxes or my boxer briefs. Yeah, I'm talking about, but today, yes, I got on pants. Y'all are off the hook. Love is love, though. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't understand how much love that, how lovely that makes me feel to see y'all in the building. You know what I'm saying? I wish some of y'all would stop being scared and camp your ass up. But, can't have it all. Can't have it all. The fact that y'all are chit-chatting and throwing things out from the comments is cool with me, too. Oh, thank y'all for the hearts, the roses, and everything else y'all got going on, whether it be to us or to people in the comments. The comments are lit. They have added. You hear me? But again, this is your boy Big Phil Speaks. And for my co-host, where you at, co-host? She up out of here for the moment. Be Love. She'll be back on Friday. Listen, Feel Good Friday, the Good Morning Gang. And then later on that night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Feel the Love Fridays. If y'all don't know, you better ask somebody. It gets hot and steamy. They came from my neck. Pause. Last Friday. I don't know what the hell was in the atmosphere or in their drinks. I was just drinking my water, trying to mind my business, and they was coming at me. You know what I'm talking about? But on that note, listen. Oh, hell no, Phil. You on your Keenan already? I don't know about that. I take it I am. I'm going live today. I'm probably going live in the afternoon and probably in the evening too, Tinky. Definitely. Thank you, Be Love. Of course, got to hold you down. What kind of partner would I be? What kind of co-host would I be if I couldn't hold you down? You hear me? Yeah, but I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna deal with this situation right here. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll be live in a little bit or a little bit later. Y'all be blessed. Until the next time we chop it up and have a tater tell you, have at it.